Hey, coach, you know, right, that you are not meant to play it safe or small with your pricing. You know that you're meant to lead with it. I'm Kendall, and in this episode of the Money Coach School podcast, we are pulling back the curtain on one of the biggest hidden costs in your business, pricing. Pricing that reflects who you used to be instead of who you are becoming. So if you've ever second guessed your number, you've ever softened your price mid conversation with a prospective client, or padded your offer with extra bonuses just in case, this one's for you. We're breaking down what a compromised price actually looks like, why even high earning women still fall into this trap, and how to shift into emotionally clean, cash confident pricing that reflects your real feminine leadership. Because powerful pricing isn't about charging more, it's about choosing a number that matches the clarity, the identity, and the standards of the next level woman you already are. It's all here for you in this episode of the Money Coach School podcast. Let's dive in.
Welcome to the Money Coach School podcast. To really excel at coaching women, you have to be skilled, confident, and even fearless at money coaching. If you're passionate about women holding genuine money power and love supporting women entrepreneurs, then this is the show for you. Now here's your host, money feminist Kendall Summerhawk.
Hello, beautiful coach, and welcome back to this episode of the Money Coach School podcast. So today's episode is going to touch a nerve, especially if you've ever stared at your prices, if you've ever gone back and forth on what to charge, or you changed a number mid-launch, or you changed it right before quoting it in a discovery call, all because you felt unsure. But if you have followed me for more than a hot minute, you know that your pricing isn't just a number. It's a mirror. And that's why pricing feels so emotionally charged. Every price you set is reflecting what you believe about the value of your work. It's reflecting how you are choosing to be seen in the marketplace. It's reflecting a silent agreement you've made in the past about what you're allowing yourself to receive right now. So today we're talking about an aspect of pricing strategy that is so often ignored. We're not picking a number today. We'll do that in a different episode. Today, we're getting you some much needed emotional clarity, because you can't just copy and paste someone else's pricing and expect it to work for you if the energy behind it inside of you doesn't match. So let's dive in. Oh, but before we do, please take 1 second, and click the follow button. This is how you never miss an episode, and it tells our lovely friend, the algorithm, to put this podcast in front of other like-minded women like you and like me. So go ahead and click that follow button right now. That'll be awesome. So let's start with a really big freaking pricing myth that's out there that keeps women small. And it is this: that pricing is about what your audience can afford, or what your niche typically pays, or what you quote unquote should charge based on your experience. Yeah, you know what? That's all crap. None of that is true. Because pricing is never about logic. It just isn't. It is about identity. It's about what you feel safe receiving. And it's about the decisions you're making emotionally, whether you realize it or not. So if you have ever priced something and then felt like you had to justify it, if you've ever added more bonuses to, quote, make the price feel better, if you've ever changed your number mid-launch out of discomfort, if you've ever felt like you had to justify what you charge on a sales call, hello, I know that's been me in the past, or you've ever looked at a number and thought, well, I want to charge that, but I'm not sure people will pay it, then let me tell you, you're not doing anything wrong. You're just in a pricing pattern that's based on compromise instead of leadership. Here's a coaching question that I have for you. Write this down. What version of you is this price reflecting? The one you've outgrown, or the one you're becoming? And is it quietly signaling, oh, I hope this is okay so that I don't have to defend it, or I don't have to deal with someone else's discomfort? Or is it stating without apology, hey, this number reflects the clarity, the structure, and the standard that I'm all in on now? Because every price you name is either reinforcing the identity that you're ready to leave behind, or it's stretching you toward the one you've decided to embody next. When your price reflects your next level, let me say that one again. When your price reflects your next level leadership, you stop negotiating with yourself. You stop over explaining. You stop second guessing. And guess what? You move forward, and so does your business. And that's how you make a lot of money. All right. So, how do you spot a compromised price? There are 6 signs that your price is compromised from fear and certainly not coming from leadership. Number 1, you feel the need to explain or soften the number on sales calls. Number 2, you add bonuses or longer access as an emotional buffer. Number 3, you secretly dread being asked your price. I hear this all the time from people. They dread it. Number 4, you delay quoting your price, hoping they quote unquote feel the value first, whatever that means. Number 5, you price for their perceived limitations, not based on your true value or the value you offer. And number 6, you hear yourself saying things like, well, I just want to make it accessible, when really you're avoiding judgment. Compromised pricing is emotional, and it often stems from fear they won't buy unless you shrink, fear you won't deliver enough to justify the number. I know that's one that's gotten me in the past. Compromised pricing stems from guilt that charging well makes you too much in some way, guilt for wanting more than others have around you. Or actually, I should say more than the others around you have. That's actually more accurate. Guilt for leaving behind the version of you who needed to hustle to prove her worth. You're not her anymore. And when guilt or fear is running the show, your price becomes a protection mechanism, not a power move. Now, all of these types of situations are rooted in pricing that is coming from your past conditioning, social conditioning, patriarchal conditioning. When what you want is to price your coaching or consulting not from who you've been, but from who you're stepping into becoming. So here's the coaching question for you that will reveal and release that conditioning. The question is very simple. Who are you protecting or pleasing with your current price? Is it your past self? Is it a skeptical client? Is it a family member who already thinks your business is like cute or something? So here's what I want you to hear loud and clear. Your pricing does not need to be digestible, appealing to the people you have outgrown or are outgrowing. And that's just a statement. It's a whole other episode to talk about that. But there are definitely people you're outgrowing. That's okay. You can still love them. You just don't price to please them. Most of us were taught as women to never make anyone uncomfortable with our success. So what happens? Women discount, they downplay, they dim. But that's patriarchal money conditioning, and it does not belong in your business. Because if you're still pricing from the woman you were, then you're blocking the wealth of the woman you're meant to become. I call her your rich self, and you want the freedom to be her. You don't want to block her. So how do you do that? You start by removing the pressure to get it perfect. A powerful price isn't perfect. It's just emotionally clear. It's the number you can say with a mostly calm nervous system. That first there's a little bit of catching your breath or something, but you get over that quickly. It's the number that reflects the transformation you know your work creates. This is the value. It's not the value of who you are. You're priceless. It's the value of the transformation your work creates. And I've done a number of different episodes about this, and we'll link to them in the show notes. We'll give you the exact episodes to help you figure this out precisely. And it's the number that doesn't require you to prove or explain or sugarcoat. Now, it doesn't mean you're never going to feel stretched. You will feel stretched, absolutely. It just means that the stretch feels aligned, not heavy. And here's the shift. You don't raise your prices just because you should. I mean, according to who, right? You raise your prices because the version of you who charges more, she's already showing up in your delivery. Your clients are already experiencing her, and it's time your pricing catches up with her. I want to give you 3 more coaching questions to really anchor this in for you. First one, if you trusted the value of your work completely, what would you charge right now? Second question, what pricing belief would feel liberating to hold? And the last question, how would you show up if you knew this price was never going to be questioned again? So here's what I want you to walk away with. Your pricing is a mirror. And when you make your pricing decisions from emotional clarity instead of emotional compromise, well, that's when everything changes. You stop second guessing, you stop overgiving, and you start leading. You start leading yourself and your business. And then you attract clients who also are leaders. It's just a beautiful cycle that happens. So I actually want to give you a sneak peek into something brand new and super exciting. I haven't been this excited about something in several years. It's something brand new that I'm launching in just a few weeks as of the day of this episode going live. Now, I'm not going to share all the details with you quite yet right now today, but if you've been wanting to stop wondering if you're charging enough, because let's be honest, you probably are not charging enough. And if you want to create pricing that feels rich and calm and aligned with the woman you're becoming, and you're wanting a low-cost way to get my expertise and coaching on your pricing and how to price from confidence, not contraction, from up-leveling, not downshifting, then, oh my gosh, get excited. Because what I have coming for you is going to knock your socks off in the very best of ways. So details will be coming. Watch the podcast, watch your email, and let me leave you with this. Remember, you're here for more. More money peace, more money power, more financial profit, and it all starts with your pricing. That is where it starts. Your pricing is your portal to wealth. This is your money empowerment era, and I am so here for it and so here for you. All right, thank you so much, and I will see you here in next week's episode. Thank you so much for tuning into this week's episode of the Money Coach School podcast. If you enjoyed this podcast, make sure you follow so you never miss an episode. Also, I would so love and appreciate if you would leave a 5-star review. Your review supports women just like you in discovering all of the juicy tips and insights I'm sharing here on how to coach women on money. And if you want to learn how to excel at coaching women on money, definitely go to kendallsummerhawk.com and check out the wealth of money coach trainings that we have for you. Thanks so much for being part of this money coaching movement and for tuning into the show every week.